What's up, everyone? It is Jason from SCE, and real quick, I'm going to share with you some insight and perspective on how we staff our events and how I staff my teams, my performance teams, when I'm hired to do someone's wedding celebration or large event. It could be corporate, it could be holiday, it could be anything, really. It could be a birthday party. It really doesn't matter. But how do I allocate the workflow and the responsibilities for the people that work on my team? So first and foremost, we at SCE never do a singular DJ at any parties. I never will do a party where I'm the only person showing up on behalf of my company. It's something that I started doing a long time ago. It's not just weddings, it's how I do everything. And I account for the people that support me when I'm working in my pricing. So my events are priced appropriately and account for the workload and the efforts of all of the people needed to do the work, I guess, I'm being hired for. For me, it is super important that I'm always delivering my best work. I think people come to me specifically because they're looking for a great time, but they're also looking for excellence. And I think that's important to keep in mind. I think the dropped balls and things slipping through the cracks are few and far between because I take the time in the planning phase to cover every question. I take time to review information, and I spend a considerable amount of time prepping for the events that I'm hired for. I think that goes without question. Now, in addition to my own personal time the day of an event, there are some people that support me. RJ, who's filming this right now, does all of my media creation. Rico is my support DJ. He also does all of my photo work. And both of them are trained on how to set up and how to strike our gear, how to troubleshoot things if they're not working. Rico is a musician. He's super talented singer, songwriter, and he understands gear. He also understands sound. So when we work with musicians, typically the musicians will go to Rico. He'll patch them in. He'll get them dialed in. He'll set the delay if they need it. He'll add effects. If someone's singing, he'll make sure the microphone sounds nice and crispy for them, and everything is dialed in. So how do I staff my team? Well, not everyone has the ability to bring two people with them on site to all of their events. It's what I do. It's how I've built my brand. It's how I price my services, and it's what's needed to book me. You can't book me as a solo DJ, and my weddings, my fees, my events are all priced accordingly. Now, when I have an event that requires more services, more production support, essentially we staff our events by what is being asked of the team. So as someone adds on additional services, we may or may not require additional resources to support those services because there's only so much the three of us can do on site at someone's event. Plus, if we have a lot of stuff to set up or break down, and the venue might have a terrible load in, or maybe a strict policy that you have to be out of the venue within an hour from the event concluding, then you need to staff and you need to account for your staffing appropriately. We at SCE keep a little log of the different venues, how much power's located at the venues, what's the load in like, and if it's a challenge or not. If there's things that we need to worry about, like stairs, we need to know that because some of our DJ booths are quite heavy. Some of them are quite large. Some of them don't fit in certain locations or maybe can't get in the elevator. And we need to make sure that we're aware of that. Now, in addition to that, as we're meeting with people and people are considering maybe adding on services like Cold Sparks or maybe enhanced intelligent lighting or dance floor focused lighting, or maybe they want to do a video wall. We need to make sure that the venue, the location, can support those services from a power, from a production, and from a workload perspective. We need to make sure that it fits within the flow. Certain venues, like we're working today at a venue here in Oceanport, you can't do a lot of services, and that's okay. If a couple is interested in those services, we just simply let them know that they're not permitted in that location. And although it sucks, it is what it is, and they're getting married there, and we still want to work there. So we play by the rules. If someone's asking for services that require additional universes of work, you need to make sure that you're accounting for that, and you need to figure it out. So if someone hires a photo booth through SCE or Snapshot Photo Booths, which is the subdivision of SCE Photo Booths, there's a person to come and worry about that one thing, and that's their job for the entire evening. Sometimes when we have sparks, or we have clouds, or we have certain CO2 options, or enhanced lighting that requires more people because there's more truss to set up, or a video wall, or maybe there's something even more. There's a second or a third system set up, or maybe we have 90 uplights that we have to set up. We're not going to do it with just the 3 of us or the 2 of us. We're going to bring in another resource because selling those additional services accounts for, the workload needed to make that service happen. The point being, don't always go out with just like your run of show for everything and anything that you do. If you're taking on more, consider the work that's required and consider how you can be more effective and how you can work more efficiently by bringing on maybe a trainee or someone that you can mentor, or maybe your next support DJ, or maybe one of the other teams that works for you. Maybe they have someone that's sitting home that night and you can cross-train them and they could be used to help you make the event better. The point being here, you need to take your time, you need to think about what you're doing, and you need to make sure that you staff your events appropriately. As you start to build more, you should have the financial means to support additional people and resources to help you make that day a lot more effective and just be a lot more enjoyable as a whole for not just you, but the other people that you're sharing your day with. And if you're a DJ watching this and you're still doing events by yourself, you have to wake up. It's 2024. I don't care who you are, how good you think you are. You're selling yourself and your people short by doing events solo when you could have people there riding with you, helping you make the events that much better. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care how long you're doing this. If you're still doing this as a solo effort, you are missing the mark tremendously, and you could be doing things so much better. And that would start with bringing in some resources to help support you, help capture some content, help create some awesomeness for the people that are hiring you, and help grow your experiences and your presentations to the next level. Questions, comments, leave it in the field underneath this video. And be on the lookout for more videos just like this coming to this channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Anyway, thanks for watching.